Imagine stepping into the vast, silent, and stunning Nordic wilderness.
Yeah.
The air is sharp with extreme cold. The terrain seems to stretch endlessly. Yet you're not just surviving out there, you're truly thriving.
Yeah.
You're moving with incredible speed, completely self-sufficient, and utterly capable.
Yeah.
That's the powerful image Ultrakul projects.
It's quite compelling, isn't it? This YouTube channel has carved out a really unique space, like kind of blending ultra running, deep survival knowledge, bushcraft, and serious winter camping.
Right.
They really push the boundaries of both physical endurance and technical expertise in some of the world's most challenging environments, taking you, as they put it, from Swedish mountains to icy tent nights.
And for this deep dive, our mission is really to peel back the layers of that capability.
Right.
We're going to systematically deconstruct Ultrakul's survival philosophy, their practical skills, their deliberate gear choices, and especially that intriguing connection to running. The goal isn't just to list what they do, but to uncover the strategic why behind every single action. We want to offer you, the listener, a comprehensive understanding of a genuinely modern and competent approach to wilderness challenges.
Okay.
So, how does Ultrakul prepare for the unthinkable, long before the snow even kisses the ground?
Well, it all begins with what I consider the most fundamental piece of equipment: the unseen gear mindset and core principles.
Okay.
What's particularly striking, I think, is how Ultrakul integrates what many call prepping into its very essence. This isn't just about traditional outdoor hobbies. It's a proactive, systematic approach to personal preparedness.
Right.
Not only for potential wilderness incidents, but also for, broader societal disruptions.
It sounds like they view it less as a hobby and more as a foundational life skill. Is that where you see the core insight here?
Absolutely. The channel powerfully demonstrates that these aren't separate interests, but different facets of an integrated, resilient lifestyle. The skills they cultivate are remarkably transferable.
Yeah.
For example, mastering fire starting with basic tools is just as vital during a power outage at home as it is on a remote mountain trip.
Makes sense.
This holistic view shifts survival from being a reactive response to a crisis into a fundamental personal responsibility, honed through continuous learning and practice. That proactive mental attitude, constantly anticipating and preparing for the unexpected, really is the most important gear you possess.
Yeah.
It's what ensures you can act calmly and rationally when a real emergency strikes.
And it's evident that this isn't just self-taught expertise. The channel often highlights the importance of formal training, specifically mentioning participation in a winter survival course at Sweden's survival center, Granvik.
Right.
How much does that kind of professional foundation truly elevate their skills beyond what an experienced self-learner might achieve?
Oh, that's a crucial distinction. By actively seeking out and completing such rigorous courses, they're not just experimenting, they're grounding their skills in proven professional doctrine.
Gotcha.
While the specific course content isn't detailed, such training typically covers critical competencies for subarctic environments. This includes comprehensive prevention and treatment of cold injuries, hands-on construction of snow shelters like snow caves or kinzies.
Kinzies, okay.
Yeah.
Like hollowing out snow.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, igloo-like shelters made by hollowing out a pile of compacted snow, also robust winter navigation, and a deep understanding of the body's physiological responses to extreme cold. This formal background truly validates their content, transforming it from mere demonstration into informed instruction.
So if we look at the bigger picture of actual survival in these cold climates, it all comes back to that critical 3 rule in survival. In the Nordic winter, the 3 hours without shelter rule becomes most acute, making hypothermia the immediate and, most lethal danger.
Precisely. The channel's focus is unmistakably on skills that directly counteract heat loss. This means prioritizing the rapid establishment of shelter to reduce heat loss through convection and radiation and making fire.
Right, fire,
Yeah.
crucial.
And fire serves a dual, indispensable purpose: direct warmth, and, crucially, it's the only way to produce metabolically essential drinking water from snow.
Ah, good point.
This deliberate emphasis clearly demonstrates an environment-adapted understanding of survival priorities rather than a generic one. It's about tailoring your preparation to the specific, immediate threats of the Nordic winter.
Moving from that essential mindset and core philosophy, let's explore what happens when all that mental preparation meets the brutal reality of a Nordic blizzard. That's when practical skills become your true lifeline.
Definitely.
Let's talk about mastering the elements, starting with fire. Making fire in adverse conditions, say wet snow at 0 degrees C, is no small feat, is it?
It's anything but easy. This isn't just about a single trick, it's a robust methodology.
Yeah.
The channel consistently demonstrates a complete, well-thought-out system built for these very challenges.
Okay, so what's the system?
They rely on a fire steel, which is completely unaffected by wetness and cold, capable of producing thousands of degrees of spark even if it's just been pulled from icy water.
Wow, okay.
For tinder, their go-to is birch bark. Its natural oils make it highly ignitable and water repellent. You can easily scrape it to expose drier layers.
Birch bark?
And the tool for both effectively striking the fire steel and crafting delicate feather sticks from dead standing trees is the Maracniv eldris, thanks to its very sharp 90-degree spine.
The knife spine, okay.
This combination is specifically engineered for the unique difficulties of a damp, cold Nordic winter.
That truly sounds like a system designed for reliability when you need it most. Now consider water. In a freezing world at minus 20 degrees C, simply securing drinking water means melting snow, which can be incredibly energy intensive. How do they tackle that?
It's a significant energy sink, yeah.
Yeah.
The channel explicitly highlights the importance of energy efficiency here. Light, fluffy snow, for instance, largely consists of air and yields very little water for the fuel consumed.
Right, mostly air.
Denser packed snow is significantly more efficient. Their strategic choice of a Trangia 25 stove with its integrated wind protection clearly prioritizes reliability and stability in cold, windy conditions over achieving the absolute minimum weight.
So reliability over ultralight.
In a scenario where melting snow is synonymous with survival, yeah, a guaranteed functioning stove isn't just a piece of equipment, it's a literal life insurance policy.
From fire and water, we turn to shelter. Ultrakul seems to demonstrate a very flexible, situation-adapted philosophy when it comes to shelter solutions. So what does this practical approach mean for someone who might suddenly find themselves caught off guard?
It means they're prepared for a wide spectrum of scenarios. For planned, longer winter trips, they opt for advanced expedition tents like the Hellsport Fellheimen Extrem 3 camp.
Right, the big tents.
A critical detail they consistently emphasize with these tents is the need for excellent ventilation to manage condensation,
Condensation, the enemy.
which otherwise wets gear and destroys its insulating properties. For shorter overnighters or fast-paced running adventures where pack weight is paramount, minimalist tarps are the preferred choice.
Tarps, okay. Right.
Lighter, and as the ultimate safety net, the profound knowledge to construct improvised snow shelters like those snow caves or kinseys taught in professional survival courses is invaluable.
Back to the snow shelter.
Yeah, snow, surprisingly, is an excellent insulator, capable of maintaining an internal temperature around 0 degrees C, even in extreme cold, which is absolutely crucial when primary equipment fails or a trip is unexpectedly extended. This multi-tiered approach truly showcases a complete understanding of shelter strategy.
That comprehensive understanding clearly extends to their gear choices. Every item seems to be a conscious decision, striking a balance between function, weight, and reliability. Let's look at the Maracniv eldris. It's tiny, yet remarkably capable, isn't it?
It's an excellent example of their gear philosophy. What's fascinating about this small, neck-worn knife, measuring just 14 centimeters and weighing 80 g, is how it perfectly bridges the demands of ultralight trail running with the functional needs of bushcraft.
Okay, how so?
Well, from a runner's perspective, it's incredibly compact and lightweight, easily carried in a running pack or around the neck for immediate access.
Right, access is key.
From a survival perspective, despite its diminutive size, it's remarkably capable. Its Sandvik 12C27 steel blade is corrosion-resistant. The Scandinavian grind is ideally suited for woodworking because its single sharp bevel makes it exceptionally good for carving and preparing fine tinder like feather sticks.
Ah, the Scandi grind.
And its sharp spine is specifically designed for effective use with a fire steel. This choice truly showcases a conscious compromise between portability and essential core functions for fire and basic shelter. It's the optimal tool for someone moving fast but needing to be prepared for the worst.
And when it comes to staying warm, especially during those icy tent nights they talk about, thermal systems are absolutely key. How do they approach layering and choosing life-saving sleep systems?
Their philosophy is to invest heavily in the critical systems that directly prevent hypothermia. Layering is fundamental. Starting with a moisture-wicking base layer, wool is strongly preferred over cotton.
Definitely wool over cotton.
Then insulating mid-layers like fleece or light down, and finally, a wind-waterproof shell. The overall goal is active temperature regulation. avoiding sweat during exertion and quickly adding insulation during breaks.
Makes sense. Manage the sweat.
For sleep, the expedition-grade sleeping bag is paramount. Think of something like a Marmot CWM with a Manacle 40 C comfort rating. These aren't just comfortable, they're essential safety equipment.
Serious bags.
Yeah, they feature high-quality 800-plus fill power goose down, often with waterproof breathable outer fabrics like Pertex Shield, a high-performance material designed to keep moisture out while allowing sweat to escape to combat condensation.
That breathability is important too.
Crucial. Design details like a well-formed hood, a thick heat collar, and insulated zipper flaps are all vital for preventing heat leakage. These systems are designed to preserve core body temperature when everything else fails.
And for food and water preparation, they often opt for mobile kick-ins from Trangia and Primus. This choice seems to signal a deep trust in their tools, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
Okay.
Both Trangia and Primus are Swedish brands renowned for their robustness and reliability, especially in cold, windy conditions.
Very true.
Their preference for these brands clearly prioritizes guaranteed function over achieving the absolute minimum weight, a crucial decision in a survival context where the ability to cook and melt snow is non-negotiable. It truly reflects a commitment to field-proven reliability.
Right.
And if you look at their comprehensive pack list, it reinforces this. Every item, from clothing and shelter to navigation and safety gear, is a conscious choice, balancing essential function, practical weight, and unwavering reliability.
So we've covered the individual pieces of their approach. But what happens when endurance meets the wild? Let's delve into Ultrakul's unique blend of running and survival.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
They call them running adventures, which seems to redefine traditional trail running.
It really does. What's particularly compelling here is how running transforms from a recreational activity into a primary mode of transport. It allows for incredibly fast coverage of long distances in challenging wilderness.
Speed is a tool.
Exactly. Enabling adventures that would simply take significantly longer if hiked. This approach inherently demands extreme self-sufficiency with considerably less gear than a traditional hiker would carry. This raises a crucial question for anyone considering such endeavors. When speed is your primary tool for covering ground, but survival is still the ultimate goal, what compromises are you making and how do you mitigate the risks?
It sounds like it forces an incredibly disciplined, minimalist approach to the runner's survival kit.
It absolutely does. When you're operating with a typical running vest of 5 to 15 liters, every gram and cubic centimeter must be rigorously justified.
Every single gram counts.
The kit's sole purpose is to provide the means to survive an unforeseen event, be it an injury, extreme weather, or getting lost until self-rescue is possible or help arrives.
So what's in it? The bare minimum.
Pretty much. This includes a small fire steel, the versatile Eldris knife, an emergency bivy bag, significantly lighter than a tarp, specifically designed to prevent hypothermia, a light down jacket, a waterproof shell, a whistle, a fully charged phone in a waterproof case, a headlamp, and a GPS watch with a physical map and compass as backup.
Always have backup navigation.
Always. Alongside a basic first aid kit focused on common running injuries. It's about having the bare essentials to stay alive.
All that intense movement in the cold must demand an incredible amount of fuel. What do they focus on for energy and hydration for the moving body?
The caloric demands are immense. Your basal metabolic rate in complete rest might be around 650 calories, but any activity vastly increases those needs. Light movement can easily jump it to 2,300 calories, and running for days demands much, much more. Hydration and electrolytes are critically important. Performance can drop by a significant 20% after just 50-60 minutes of running due to dehydration.
20%? Wow.
It's huge.
It is. Salt tablets, sometimes infused with caffeine, are a convenient solution. From a survival perspective, they also highlight the significant advantage of training the body to burn fat or become ketogenic for longer efforts.
Fat adaptation.
Yeah. Even a lean person has substantial fat reserves. While sugar provides explosive high-speed energy, fat adaptation means you're far less reliant on constant caloric intake, which is a huge advantage in a prolonged survival situation.
And when those pack supplies inevitably run low, what's their approach to finding food in the wilderness?
They discuss supplementing packed food, typically freeze-dried meals cooked with a portable gas burner, with what nature offers. Foraging, while more challenging in winter due to snow cover, can still provide crucial nutrients.
Like berries. Blueberries, for instance, offer both nutrients and water. Pine needle tea is mentioned as a good source of vitamin C. More active methods include fishing with a pre-rigged line and fly, or snaring and trapping.
Okay, but there are rules around that stuff, right?
Definitely. They're careful to note that Swedish legal restrictions and training requirements apply to such activities. The critical point they emphasize is the energy balance. Always prioritize the easiest food sources first to avoid expending too much energy for too little caloric return.
Don't burn more calories than you gain.
Exactly. You have to maintain a positive energy balance to survive.
All this physical exertion and navigating challenging environments demands one thing that often gets overlooked in survival scenarios: adequate sleep. This begs a crucial question. Why is sleep so non-negotiable in the wild?
It is absolutely vital for both physical and mental recovery. Sleep allows the body to heal from the day's exertions, things like blisters and sore muscles, and critically, it maintains cognitive function and sound decision-making.
Mental clarity is key.
Totally. Sleep deprivation, particularly in high-stress cold environments, can rapidly lead to impaired judgment, which becomes incredibly dangerous when your survival depends on clear thinking.
So what are the various sleeping strategies they employ to get that vital rest in such challenging environments?
Well, tents are the quickest and most comfortable option, offering protection from all elements. In winter, snow shelters like snow caves, kinseys, igloos, or snow trenches are invaluable.
Back to the snow's insulation power.
Right. As we discussed earlier, snow is an excellent insulator, capable of maintaining an internal temperature around 0 degrees C, even in extreme cold. Natural shelters, such as sleeping under a dense spruce tree for some rain protection, or building a simple windbreak from natural materials, are also options, though they can be more time-consuming to construct for effective shelter.
But regardless of the shelter type, one of the most persistent and insidious threats in the cold is ground cold. Lightweight sleeping pads often just aren't enough to combat it.
That's right. They consistently emphasize the need to combat heat loss through conduction. This means using natural insulation like spruce branches or even building a raised bed from fallen trees to get yourself off the cold ground.
Get off the snow.
Exactly. A clever technique they mention is heating stones in a fire and carefully placing them under a bed for warmth. This actively works to prevent your body heat from simply leaching into the frozen earth.
Smart. And then there's that eternal dilemma when you're out in the cold. The balance of maintaining a fire for warmth versus getting uninterrupted, crucial sleep.
It's a real trade-off. In a group, a shared watch system can work to keep a fire going, but if you're alone, fires will eventually burn out, leaving you cold.
And unsupervised fires, risky.
Very risky, of course. The key takeaway here is that poor sleep in the cold leads to more energy consumption. For example, through uncontrolled shivering, which directly links back to the crucial need for consistent food and energy. It's a continuous, interconnected cycle.
It all connects.
And disrupting sleep can significantly worsen your overall situation, making you less effective at surviving.
So when we bring it all together, what does the Ultrakul ethos truly boil down to?
It's a modern, incredibly cohesive model for engaging with the Nordic wilderness. At its heart, you can identify 3 core pillars. First, physical capacity. The profound endurance and robust physique developed through ultra running.
The engine.
Right. This isn't just for speed, it's for fundamental resilience against both physical and psychological stress. Second, technical competence. The practical bushcraft and survival skills, fire, water, shelter, navigation, all firmly grounded in formal professional training.
Just skills and knowledge.
Which makes their knowledge remarkably reliable. And finally, mental strength. That proactive prepping mentality that drives continuous learning, meticulous planning, and the sheer psychological robustness to act rationally when the unexpected hits.
The mindset we started with. This deep dive into Ultrakul reveals a truly modern, capable, and self-reliant approach to interacting with nature, one that transcends passive observation. It's about building a robust, adaptive system within yourself and with your gear. As you reflect on what we've discussed, what aspect of this blend, from the mental game to those specific gear choices, do you think is most crucial for unlocking true competence in the outdoors?